Welcome back, guys, to Cracking Bubbles, the channel about cracking packs for now. Apparently, we might already do other things. Comments in the sections below. Let us know if we start doing some gameplay, maybe a podcast explaining our point of view of the next formats. But without further ado, we're opening our last box of the case.
Don't forget to check our last video where we did open a cold foil. Try to guess which one it is.
We also opened a Marvel in our second box. You guys should check that. And this is the last time you hear from our host. My name's All, and with me is
Cass.
Let's crack this box. We didn't see a legendary yet, and if we do, that would be the Royal Flush, hitting every single big rarity.
And we're still looking for the illustrious Nitro Mechazoid.
The Mechazoid.
We both are really wanting to build that deck, so...
Well, at our nationals, we were a few players representing a certain store. And funnily enough, out of the 6 players that showed up from our team, we were 3 that was playing Dash. So you could say I am more than... Well, how should I put this? More than hyped.
More than hyped?
More than hyped to see more mech cards. This time I'm going to let my good co-host Cass here make some calls while I quickly open this box. Opening already our 4 boxes. Pretty sure you guys are tired of seeing us.
I don't think the audience is tired of seeing these packs being cracked.
Indeed, these are beautiful, beautiful cards. My first Majestic of the box, and
wow,
we hit
pack
Mind
1.
State of the Tiger. Already one of the most important cards, so that you can have the key combo with the new Pouncing Tigers.
Crouching Tigers.
Crouching Tigers?
Yeah. Crouching? Pouncing? Crouching. I think there's a card called Pouncing Tiger.
I think there was a famous movie that might be going lines.
Oh, yeah, that one too. That one too. But this card is important because it creates the Crouching Tiger at the beginning of your next turn. So really it helps you set up for those big Crouching Tiger turns.
Them big Crouching Tiger turns. Your opponent, knowing that is coming in, they'll be stuck between a rock and a hard place thinking, if I have a good hand, do I actually try and contest him, or do I drop everything? Do I drop everything so that they don't get the big swing? Mask of Momentum is still there in Blitz, and no amounts of Pouncing Links though. Pretty sad, but the Mask of Momentum giving you the plus is still something you have to fear.
Go next card, Assassin.
Foil Tempest Aurora, Blessing of Ingenuity, nice card. Precision Press. A lot of very interesting alternate cards. I wouldn't specifically say they're strictly better cards, unlike other sets where you got, unlike Everfest where you got just amazing new cards that replaces what you would run before. Here it feels very much alternate playstyles, and I really appreciate this from LSS. Not saying, oh, you need to play the new cards, but play whichever you prefer.
Okay. I noticed that we kind of put our piles differently. Oh, Regicide!
Long live the Emperor, indeed. Regicide is specialization, and there is the big gloves.
The Galvanic Bander.
Now we just need to hit the big Mechzoid, and the dream is complete.
I can feel it. I can feel it. You cracked the Galvanic Bander.
We got the gloves.
The Mechazoid
is there. Mechadol the Dream. Mechadol the Dream. It is indeed the Armory Weekend Dynasty release. If I'm able to pull it off the big Mechzoid, no one will see it coming. Spider Bite number 1. Chi Unleash foil. Really like the foilings on these. And these last 2 rares to wrap up the pack.
How many events are you planning on attending this weekend?
For now, I'm planning to do 1 per day. 1 tonight, Saturday, and Sunday. New decks. People might not be used to it at all yet, what these decks do. So Assassin might actually, I might be able to sneak in under the people and come in a sneaky peeky win. Cut to the Chase foil. Target action card with contract gets +3. It's a reaction, and look at top of hero deck and top or bottom. An excellent control tool. Nice little foil here. And It's 2 rares to wrap up this pack. So far, so good. We already hit 2 Majestics, and we're about a quarter into the box. Let's see if there's anything else worth mentioning. Hyperdriver Blue is nice. Nice. Skull Crack. Skull Crack is discarded at random. You get an additional resource. It definitely helps a lot for brutes that don't have enough.
That just need that one extra.
Little resources, because you always want to run those 6 attack powers for you to get the additional effects. Sadly enough, you have to run some reds, and what now? It gives you an additional yellow that you can run, and if you do discard it, free resource is always appreciated. So Crank Shaft, very interesting boost, 2 for 5. As I see it, a replacement or alternative for any of the existing 2 for 5s. Not bad. Think we might be able to. The signal I'm getting right now from this packs, it's telling me this pack. We might get it. We might get it.
I can feel it. I can feel it. It's coming.
If we get 2 in this box, it would be amazing, but that's hoping for too much. Urgent Delivery. Sack the Shifty. Nix the Nimble. Reincarnate. And Blessing of Eder to wrap up the pack. So far, so good. Right now, I would have said before the unbanned Stormstriders, Blessing of Eder would be a very good alternate card. But now that you have Stormstriders back, it might not be that useful anymore in the deck.
Don't you think that they could play both at the same time, or it would be too redundant?
Paying 1 to deal 1 additional damage your next turn isn't that great. So, and also when you play Icelander, you most likely will drop your entire hand and try to set up for a big turn. Swell Tidings, deal 5 arcane damage. If you dealt more than its base damage, you get a little Ponder token. Ponder token reminder, end phase pops, and you draw a card, which most likely will go into your arsenal. So spend all your hand, get that additional buff so that you can hit with the big numbers. Filling Swing, red, very scary, +6. Wouldn't like to be on the other hand of that big swing. Slay the Scholars, Drill Shot Foil, Blessing of Ingenuity, and ending with a Savage Beatdown. Nice little Majestic there. Whenever you discard, as in, if you discarded a 6 or more power, you can play this card. As additional cards to play this card, discard a random card. If you discarded a 6 or more power, it has +6. Essentially a big, for 3 resource, a big 12. But you need to have already discarded a card this turn, and you need to discard another card. So, as I see it, it's a 3 card. It's 3 for 12, potentially, but you need to find a way to discard.
And I think you also need to find a way to, yeah, exactly, right? If you do an attack action, you would need it with the go again, so that you can then
maybe playing it with Skullhorn, the current helmet that has Arcane Barrier, would not be bad. You would be able to, true, you're not blocking, but it would permit you to play a 3 for 12, which is a very efficient card. Another little silver little token. Ooh. Leave no witness in foil. Witness this, people.
Oh, you want to keep it the...
I'll keep it with the Assassin Pal. I think we should keep all the Assassins together. This time, we got a nice little Ornate Tenson. Pretty sure it did not help the Emperor. The Regicide happened. Long live the Emperor. Hyperdriver yellow. I don't like the armed yellow. Oh. We got a Cold Foil Steel Braid Buckler. We should sleeve that right away.
Yeah. Here, I'll go grab you a
Thank you so much, Cass.
The cold foiling on that one is quite interesting, huh?
There's a lot of cold foiling I do not appreciate, but this one, let's show it to the camera. I think it's pretty nice.
Show it to the camera.
The border is fine, and then when you look at the shield itself, you shine, and then you see the silver, and when you shine it through, you see all the little details with a nice little gold copper in the middle. Very nice buckler. It's a very good alternative, definitely cheap beginner shield. Instead of trying to crack one of the legendary bucklers, you get to have a rather cheap, and it still effectively guards for 3 in total, which is very good. We got the Ponder token, the little token created by Swall Tidings previously. Sack the Shifty, Nix the Nimble, Jumpstart foil, and it is the Beaten Trackers. I think a very, very excellent alternate for beginner root players. You don't need to get your Scap Skins, a legendary card. You could start with this, and even then, the effect is more than...
You can say this card also works very well with Savage Beatdown, right? Because if you've discarded a random card, you can crack this to get your action point back, and then pitch and cast the Savage Beatdown.
You don't even crack it. You just get an action point. But the issue with Savage Beatdown is that you would actually need to have already discarded. It would cost you 3 resources to play Savage Beatdown. That's 1 card. Then you play Savage, and it discards another one. You only have 1 3-card cost. You only have 1 card in hand that you need to find a way to discard.
Unless you have a card in Arsenal, then it's...
You would have a 5-card hand.
It would be a 5-card
It is very hard, but if you're able to somehow pull off a turn where you're able to have Beaten Tracks to have a second attack after Savage Beatdown, your opponent will call you a savage for beating them down that hard.
Damn.
Damn, bro, indeed.
Damn, definitely would not like to face that in Blitz.
Already playing into Reinhardt's, going with more than 1 attack is pretty scary when they come with their claws for 5 and 5, and then ends up with an actual swing. Your entire hand is not even enough to guard it. Unlike the Armed Red this time, Slay the Scholars. Spectral Rider, really nice foiling on this one. It pops up only on the Ghost. Really like the foiling done on this one. Blessing of Chi and Blessing of Focus to wrap up the pack.
Alright, all pretty much more than halfway through the box.
We have 6 packs left after this, so we're effectively at 1/4 of the box left. We didn't crack a legendary, but so far, from what we've opened in our case, it's pretty good. Go check our other videos, see what kind of Majestic, what kind of Cofoil and Marvel we cracked. Next to Nimble, Rob the Rich,
at the Nitro Mechazoid, still
Puncture, nice. Quicksilver Dagger, always appreciating, and Precision Press, one of the more interesting warrior cards, because Go Again and Piercing. If they defend with an equipment, +3. It's the way I see it, it's a sideboard card into matchups that have a lot of defense equipment. Maybe not a main board card. I don't see the reason to run it in Blitz. But unless if people are just playing heavy equipment decks suddenly, maybe not.
Essentially, if you block with it.
Oh,
there you go!
It is!
The Nitro Mechazoid. Is it cold foil?
It's a cold foiled Construct
Holy
Nitro
crap.
Mechanoid. We got a Mechazoid Gundam Godzilla.
Cold foil Nitro. This is money right
We
here.
asked, and LSS
Delivered.
answered.
Holy shit.
We got the Mechazoid.
Holy shit. A cold foil Nitro Mechanoid.
Well, the only thing left that we would need in this box so that our case gets an insane return
Is a legendary.
a legendary, or even the Fable. Fable Command Conquer, it looks insanely nice. Would be happy, but I think we were more than satisfied with this case we cracked here today, right, Cass?
Definitely, definitely.
Shield Wall Yellow. I love how you just say, like, hey, extra defense. Like, Guardians need to block or something. The efficiency on Shield Wall just is insane, but you have to play blues. But as a Guardian, you're already running so many blues. I think you can now officially play an entire blue deck, and you would be well positioned. Urgent Delivery, Sky Lantern, Plunder to Pour Red.
Oh, Majestic. Surgical Extraction.
Surgical Extraction. Too bad I don't get to see your deck and remove the card that I don't like. Scramble Pulse. And there it is. Dust from the Red Desert. Most players are seeing it as a, oh, I put it and I have to wait next turn to set it up, which I might not even be able to. My answer is any player that played in the Road to National Seasons, the tech that people were doing into the Guardian matchups was that you would use Mage Master Boots to play this first, and then after with the remaining resource, you would play your Dragon right away, effectively playing your big Dragon and not being afraid that it has Phantasm, and same time you would be able to play and attack with it. So, amazing card. Just that you only have one Mage Master Boots, but it's still more than enough. Tearing Shuko, the card that you needed to have your Crouching Tigers be effective. The one time that you use it, you can give an additional +2 to one of your Tigers. Has Battle Worn, block for 1. A very good alternative to Tiger Stripe Shuko, which is block 2, and then you lose it.
This was definitely more of a defensive type of card, or?
I see it as a blocks a bit for less, but the upside you are assured to get the additional damage. Annihilate the Armed, and then the same one in foil yellow. Spectral Prowler, Easy Go again, Guardian Defense Reaction, and Blessing of the Patience. Now for our last pack of the box, let's see if we can crack that Fable or Legendary.
This man is not satisfied with the cold foil Nitro Mecha.
Always go
the
broke.
Fabled on the last pack.
Always go broke. When you're playing cards, how many times have you asked yourself, do I go for the greed or do I do the defensive play and defend? The answer is greed. Always greed. Spellfray Gloves foil. I'll take that. I'll take that. Blessing of Steel. And for the last card of our pack, can we do it? And no, we did not. But yeah, definitely comment, guys. Say what you think of the new cards. What you think would be shaping up the next format. ProQuest is coming up very soon, in less than 2 months away.
And this is definitely our first case opening. A very good experience, I would say.
Definitely had fun today. Can't say that we did not have some up moments when we opened all those amazing packs.
And we cracked some definitely crazy cards.
We got what we hoped for, and we're definitely here for the ride.
Please leave a comment if you have any feedback on the manner that we did our crack opening. And please subscribe, follow. We'll be following up with some more content as well.
Let us know what other contents we can do. Maybe more crack opening for now. Maybe some gameplay. Maybe a podcast. Let us know.
See you guys again soon on Cracking Baubles. Peace.